Have you ever seen an ad that sounds way too good to be true? Like, buy our product, and if it doesn't work, we'll give you £100. Well, back in 1891, that's exactly what one woman saw in a London newspaper. This is the story of how her fight against a company's outrageous claim changed the law forever. The ad was for something called the Carbolic Smoke Ball. It was a little rubber ball filled with carbolic acid powder. You were supposed to squeeze it and inhale the fumes up your nose 3 times a day for 2 weeks. The company behind it made a bold promise. £100 reward will be paid to any person who contracts influenza after having used the ball. To prove they were serious, they even said they had deposited £1,000 in a bank just for this purpose. Most people probably just laughed it off, but not Mrs. Ella Carlill. Her husband had been sick for ages, and doctors' bills were piling up. For her, £100 was a fortune, and hope was a priceless commodity. So she bought the smoke ball. Every single day she held it to her nose, squeezed, and inhaled the sharp, burning fumes, trusting it would protect her from the flu epidemic sweeping through London. Weeks went by. Then, one cold evening, she felt that dreaded chill, the fever, the cough, the body aches. The flu had gotten her anyway. But Mrs. Carlill didn't just accept her fate. She calmly clipped the advertisement from the newspaper and wrote a polite letter to the Carbolic Smoke Ball Co. "I used your product exactly as you instructed," she wrote, "and I still caught the flu. Please send me my £100. At first, there was just silence. She wrote again, still nothing. Finally, a letter arrived, practically dripping with arrogance. The company told her the ad wasn't a real offer. They claimed no reasonable person would ever take such a promise seriously. This made Mrs. Carlill furious. Was the £1,000 deposit in the bank a joke? Was their promise just a marketing trick to sell useless products to desperate people? She decided she wasn't going to let them get away with it. She took them to court. In the courtroom, the company's lawyers were confident. They argued their ad was just mere puffery, an exaggeration that no one should believe. They said there was no contract because Mrs. Carlill never officially told them she was accepting their offer. They even claimed she hadn't given them anything of value in return for their promise. But Mrs. Carlill's lawyer had a powerful counter-argument. She had relied on their promise. She had followed their instructions to the letter. She had spent her money on their product, and most importantly, they had publicly declared they had money set aside specifically to pay out claims like hers. The judge listened intently to both sides. Then he delivered a verdict that sent shockwaves through the courtroom. He declared that the advertisement was not just marketing fluff. It was a serious promise made to the entire world. The judge ruled that when Mrs. Carlill bought the ball and used it, she had accepted the offer and formed a contract. The company's smile vanished. Mrs. Carlill had won her £100. She walked out of that courtroom not just with money, but with a victory that established a fundamental principle of modern contract law. The case of Carlill versus Carbolic Smoke Ball proved that a company's public promise can be a legally binding contract. It's a powerful reminder that when a business makes a promise to you, the customer, the law might just be on your side to make sure they keep it. This case is still taught in law schools around the world today, all thanks to one determined woman who refused to be dismissed. What do you think? Did the company ever intend to pay up, or was it a scam from the start? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more stories like this.